I hate to admit it, but I get nervous flying over all this rainforest. How long before we reach the capital at Kinshasa?
Well, even though we can see the Congo River out the window already, it could still be quite a ways. It's the second longest river in Africa, running right through the Democratic Republic of Congo.
And also, look, 2 seconds. They have 2 seconds. Also,
whoa! Looks like our vile friend had a little accident. Not my idea of fun, crashing into one of the world's thickest rainforests.
Wow.
But no one's here now as far as I can see.
You're right, but that campfire can't have been out for very long. We better watch our step. If we're right, finding that Aztec calendar is crucial to putting a wrench in Carmen's plans.
Wow, okay, let's...
No idea.
Let's do this first. Oh, butterfly!
Butterfly.
Actually, a very nice, weird color for the rest of this. Alright.
It's pretty, though.
Yeah, this does not look as pretty as some of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, oh.
This thing's worthless. It's broken.
Hang on! I can fix it. There. Should work now. I'd better get the old call tracer ready, just in case.
Silence.
Oh.
Vile Agent X-34, this is Red Lady 1. Are you still there?
Yeah?
You don't sound very well. I'm set to leave the cabin. There's a map here for you. Plus, I've almost got the signal figured out. I'll let you know about it as soon as it's finalized. Red Lady 1, out.
I'm impressed. Good job fixing that radio, rookie. Just in time, too.
Did you turn the mic off?
You know, I think we're beginning to make a pretty good team.
I think you're right. By the way, the call tracer indicates it came from the forest near Stockholm.
I'll note what we heard in my journal, so we don't forget it. I think we're on to something.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
Wait, I just want to check what she said exactly. Something about leaving a map there. Okay. Oh, and then...
A candy bar. Looks like our vile friend was hungry. What language is that on the wrapper, though?
Chinese. This may be a lead.
Okay. So I want to explore...
You'll need some other expert on Chinese.
I'm going to get this first.
These huts are made by the native people who live in the Congo, pygmies. They're less than 5 feet tall.
The huts are shaped like a beehive. Looks like they covered them with pherinium leaves. Great shelter.
I wonder if our vile friend used this too.
The Congo rainforest has gorillas, chimpanzees, parrots, and it's the only place on Earth where you can see okapi.
Okay, you're dying to tell me. What's an okapi?
An okapi is a tiny cousin of the giraffe. They look like a small deer, but they have zebra stripes on their legs. Rubber trees. You know, rubber and palm oil are important exports for the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at exports and.
let's
All right,
go
so
to Sweden.
Stockholm. So
Yeah.
Sweden.
Now let me get this straight. Scandinavia historically refers to Sweden, Norway, and Denmark?
Right, and after we land,
So-
we'll head for a cabin in the woods, northwest of the Swedish capital of Stockholm.
Well, I should feel right at home here, seeing that I'm a Vikings fan.
That's what? Basketball?
Never mind. Whew, that was some hike. Look at all these trees.
That is some nice...
I've read that forests cover more than half of Sweden. When do we get to see the other half?
Circle thingy.
This place looks deserted, but you never know.
Not in this game, mind you.
This reminds me of a lot of places I used to go on vacation when I was younger. Back
Darn
up in Vermont.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, it's very nice. Not, it wasn't this nice, but like similar enough. Anyway, squirrel.
Look at this. The design we've linked to the stolen items in Carmen. It's here on this ancient steel. There's writing, too. Looks like runes.
You know, I think we should call the chief and see if she has any information on these runes.
Agents, good to hear from you. How's the case coming along?
Slowly.
Chief, it's the strangest thing. That design that's on all the items Carmen has stolen, well, it's here on this stone slab, too. Can we translate these runes?
Runes, huh? Okay. Your transmission is coming through. Well, let's see. Our database translation indicates these are runes that tell of a lost city. Something about a great treasure hidden beneath a huge boulder. Good work, Jules and Hawkins.
Thanks, Chief. I'm jotting that down in my journal.
Wait, but the Viking are... Well, I guess, but runes were from before the Portuguese explorers.
Yes.
Could have been just left there artificially.
Probably.
National treasure.
Carmen's hidden something here. It looks like a miniature axe. The Swedish Vikings used axes like these. What could this be for?
Maybe there's more to this than meets the eye. What would one use an axe for around here?
Well, anyway.
We'll get better rules eventually.
Alright,
Carmen must have rented this cabin. 1/5 of all Swedish families have a country home or cabin for vacations, so she had lots to choose from.
What's that in the door?
Carmen must have left this for one of her vial agents. We need to find the Rosetta Stone.
I should know that.
Yep.
China? Egypt?
No, it won't.
Maybe it's in the database.
It's not in the entirety of Great Britain. They didn't split up the Rosetta Stone and give one piece to Scotland and one piece to England.
Oh, key.
Wow.
Well, will you look at that? The city of Warwick, huh? Man, this is a really old map.
It sure is.
Warwick.
I wonder what Warwick looks like now, and why Carmen had this stashed here.
It must be meant for that vial agent whose plane crashed in the Congo. Maybe it's a clue as to where they transported that Aztec calendar.
You know, I think I just noticed something. When you have multiple clues in a location, I think the order you should look at them is the order in which you got them. So all the clues in the first location, then all the clues in the second location.
Yeah.
Because I'm just feeling that we should go to China first. Because like, I feel that we should have taken everything. And I think Japan's a dead end, so...
Although, honestly, it's kind of silly because Japanese characters are Chinese characters with a couple of added symbols.
Well,
a couple hundred added
This
symbols.
magazine I'm reading says that China
it
produces
seems to me,
more
look,
coal,
it
iron
looks
ore,
like
and
Chinese,
tin than
like,
any
it's
other
like,
country.
no, a lot of
Then
them are.
again,
Yeah.
it is the third largest
Same
country
with
in the
you,
world.
And what a
Like,
wide
all
variety
countries
of
are
geography and
Chinese
climates.
Right, yeah.
Everything from the dry desert to tropical rainforest.
And,
Wow, I'm impressed. And this is just one section of the Great Wall.
It's hard to describe unless you've
How
been
did they
here.
get into China?
You've been here before?
China's been
Yes,
Yeah,
a
I know,
long,
but-
long time
China opened
ago.
up in the late 80s, early 90s.
I mean, how did they not have more trouble getting into China?
What do you mean? China's
never
already a
mind.
tourist place by this time.
Never mind.
According to the database, the Great Wall winds nearly 4,000 miles.
You're right. That's one big wall.
Thank you, R.
So, Mr. Trivia, when was it built?
It was started more than 2,200 years ago and then rebuilt over the centuries. In fact, at one time, the Great Wall ran 6,000 miles from the Yellow Sea to the Western Desert.
Agents, our scanners have detected a hostile presence in the area. Be on a sharp lookout for you-know-who.
Whoa, maybe I better scan the area.
You know who.
Hey,
Oh, wait.
was
Not
that... Nah, I must be seeing things.
I missed that. I didn't see. Maybe like there was a glimpse of red. I'm assuming that's what it was.
Gosh.
Wow, this food sounds great and I'm starving.
As always, you should quit being a secret agent and go open a bakery somewhere.
Okay.
China is the most populated country in the world, but the third largest country in size.
So taking a tour of the country could take quite a while.
Did you know the giant panda is considered a symbol of good luck to the Chinese people?
I didn't, but I do know that most pandas live in the protected bamboo forests of Sichuan.
Not bad.
All right.
Oh, pandas.
Yeah. Ooh.
Curious.
Huh.
A ticket stub. And it's not to the Beijing Opera either.
And Shakespeare was English, that's for sure. Maybe I should use my trusty Watson clue analyzer on this.
So this is another clue for Great Britain.
Yeah. Well, you know it's kind of cool.
Carmen's fingerprints. We know she's been here.
But why the ticket to a Shakespearean play? Maybe the database can help.
And I'll note it in my journal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking, well, you know, Shakespearean play. She might have a uncle who might have killed her father. Who she might have.
Alright,
Lion King.
Oh, that's sketchy.
I know.
The Chinese invented the abacus, which is still used.
You know, Xi'an was China's capital more than 1,000 years ago. In fact, the first printed book was published here.
Yeah. When did Beijing become China's capital?
Well, Beijing was a capital city several times over the centuries, but it became the capital of the People's Republic of China in 1949.
Alright. So, I guess we should go to England because...
There's not much left to do here.
Yeah, so...
England we go to!
Great Britain is part of the United Kingdom and is the largest island in Europe. Have you ever been there before?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
That's a really cool place.
Yep.
Hey, check out the castle.
They say that Warwick has the finest medieval castle in England.
Knights, castles, dungeons. This place must be rich in history.
No kidding. And Carmen loves history. We need to check this place out completely. Who knows where we may find a clue?
Red, green, blue, red. Green, red, green, blue, red, red, green, blue.
Well, let's just look at the buildings, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll take 2 of everything.
No, you won't.
Ha ha.
Those portions are not as small as you think they are. Ooh.
This place is important.
The Illuminati!
I don't...
No.
Excuse me.
No.
We found this map of Warwick Castle. Would you mind telling us what you know about the place?
Well, the castle is a rather spooky place, actually, full of mystery. At night, one can see flashing lights from a window where no room exists. At least you can't get to the room from inside the castle.
Really?
Come and see for yourselves.
Beep. Boop. Boop. Beep.
There they are. Jolly peculiar, aren't they?
And you can't get to that room from inside the castle? How strange.
I'll say, I recorded those lights on a compact Super Double E3 digital video cartridge.
Oh,
we may need it for evidence.
Could it be someone
I can do
signaling?
that on my
There's
iPhone.
gotta be a way in there.
Oh, modern technology, thank you so much.
Yep.
Now we don't have to go around with dozens of video cassette tapes and CDs.
I know.
Does anybody even remember what a video cassette tape looked like?
Oh, I do.
I know
think
you do,
We're
but-
among the last, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, so now what?
Imagine
If
there was
you're
actually
interested in the
video
castle,
rental
you should
stores.
look at the old painting of it, over there, above the fireplace.
Wait.
If you're interested in the castle, you should...
Okay.
That castle is really mysterious. We need to find out more about it. Let's call the chief.
Greetings, agents. So you're calling from Warwick Castle. An Acme informant on Ponte Vecchio has studied castles throughout Europe. I suggest you go meet her. Oh, and there's been some concerns about Acme security in Florence. You'll need to use a password. Lighthouse. Make a note of it.
Got it, chief.
You
I
forget
love
it, it's your
passwords.
own darn
Real
fault.
secret agent stuff.
It's written. So, alright, so looks like... Well, let's just finish exploring this place and then we can head over to Italy.
For the second time.
Oh, and there's the answer if you didn't know.
Yeah-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
What? I swear, you're unhinged today.
A little bit.
What's this?
What is that thing stuck on the
Now
window?
we're gonna need to unhinge the window.
Surprise,
for...
Hawkins. I knew you couldn't resist an electronic device. I'm a little disappointed. This hasn't been half the challenge I thought it would be. You've much more to learn, doesn't he, Julia? Oh, well, it is hard to find a worthy opponent. Just remember, I'm always nearby.
All that training, and they never told me how incredibly irritating Carmen Sandiego is. And I thought we were doing well.
That's just her way. She thrives on taunting her pursuers. Maybe she's getting nervous that we've trailed her this far.
This one is not... So I'm pretty sure you could still complete the game without finding this.
It doesn't seem necessary.
No, but it adds to the flavor. So let's go back to Italy.
I'm really enjoying this secret agent stuff. I think I'm getting pretty good at it.
Watching all those detective reruns really paid off, huh?
In some cases. Hey, I think we're almost on Italian soil. This is amazing! To think I'm actually on a bridge in Italy.
I know. Ponte Vecchio is one of my favorite places to visit in Florence.
Interesting that they actually have separate locations.
Yeah, this street is what you'd see on Mission 1 if you went to Italy and they'd be like, this is a dead end.
Huh, interesting.
Florence is one of the world's great centers of art. Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Masaccio, and Donatello all worked here.
That means Florence must have been a pretty significant place during the Renaissance, a time when history, science, and the arts flourished.
Okay. It's the cover of the on the main menu of Beyond the Sword, one of the expansion packs.
Oh, okay.
It's not in the game.
Huh.
Yep.
Gear thing!
Buongiorno. Good morning. Can I help you?
We want to visit a lighthouse.
Oh, si, yes, I can help you.
Acme agents Jules Argent and Shadow Hawkins here. The chief told you we'd be coming with an old map of the castle in Warwick.
Oh, yes, great to meet you. Argent, eh? Weren't you Carmen Sandiego's partner at one time?
Yeah, a long time ago. And no, it wasn't my fault she left Acme.
No, of course. Anyway, about this castle, I've heard the tales of a secret passage. These old maps often contain hidden information written in a special invisible ink. It can be revealed, but unfortunately, I don't know the secret.
Well, so much for getting help here.
Shh! Wow. I said I don't know, but there's an Acme informant who can help. I can't give you his name for security reasons, but he goes by the codename The Mandarin. If you want, I'll call him and let him know what you need.
Codename, huh? How come I don't have a codename?
Maybe someday you'll earn one. Anyway, we need to check the database and figure out if the Mandarin is a clue as to where we can find him.
Yep. Alright, let's see. Can we get one?
An English horse brass. Unique and quite valuable.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I missed something back at the well, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. So let's go back to China.
Did you know that the Great Wall of China is one of the world's longest man-made structures?
I read that somewhere. Pretty amazing.
Completely different.
Yes.
It isn't that.
Okay, back at the Great Wall. Let's get to work.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, so this place was suspicious. So wait. Can we go up there? No, we can't. Like, what are these buildings? Like, this is barely a town. It's just sort of like buildings on like a dirt road.
I don't know.
Like,
no.
Suspicious. Use the chemicals on the rack. The formula. You'll find a scroll in the vase with the phoenix on it. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
Looking for this? Great minds think alike. But sorry, I got here first.
Mine.
I've got her! She's not going to get away this time!
No, you don't.
You may have the formula, but you'll never catch me.
Well, she's gone again. But it looks like she may have left something behind.
For everything.
That was impressive.
Yep.
All right, we've got the formula. Let's get back to the shop and mix ourselves a solution for that mystery map.
Yeah. Actually, you'll see. If I breathe fire, use twice as much for me. If I hop, use 3 times as much. If I exist only in myths, use 4 from me. Okay. If I breathe fire, use twice as much from me than if I hiss. So twice as so
2.
Yeah.
2 from snake.
Yes, snake.
And 6 from Revan.
Yep. It's actually impressive that
That's a neat little puzzle.
Like teaching like kids algebra years before they learn in school.
Yeah,
Although you can't teach algebra to elementary school kids.
Yeah, you can.
Which is something that they should probably do. You just have to. You can just start basic, like 1 + 1 = x. What's x?
It's funny because they did studies. If you don't call it algebra and you make it more abstract, you can get kindergartners to complete algebra level problems.
Exactly.
So let's see what our
Looks like we did it. Let's see what happens.
Oh, look, it's from the inn.
Just what I suspected. A secret passage.
And the tunnel leads right from the inn to the castle.
Good work, agents. This could be the breakthrough we needed. Time's running out for tracking down Carmen Sandiego and the missing calendar. Stay sharp. Chief out.
So, now that I think about it, the pacing of this...
Time to explore this location.
This destination are a bit weird. So we started in the Congo, but and we went to China. But the first time we went to China, it was basically pointless because we already got the clue from Sweden to go to Britain.
Right.
So the first clue here.
Yeah, so this is weird.
So and maybe it was just draft. They were doing the doing the editing.
So the Queen of
fix anything like that rice candy.
England is the head of state, right? But laws are passed by Parliament.
Well, sort of. The monarch has to approve all bills passed by Parliament. Of course, none have been rejected for the last 300 years. Okay, Hawkins. See if you can answer this question about Warwick Castle. Who ordered the castle to be built in the first place?
I remember reading that on the flight here. Oh yeah, William I, clear back in 1068 A.D.
Older than the 1068. No, yeah, 1068. Yeah, so older than the Magna Carta.
Well, yeah, Magna Carta was centuries. Magna Carta was 1271,
16. Oh no, 1270. You're right. It might be 16. God damn it! I'm gonna get screwed up. My history.
All right. Oh, thing.
Wish we could talk to him. The postcard has an address. New York City.
Oh, we should.
Hello, what can I do for you?
We're just enjoying looking at your charming inn.
Okay, so I guess we should probably look here because we should this last time maybe.
Interesting fireplace.
You know, I think there's more to this, but we seem to be missing some important information.
Yeah, let's come back after we look around some more.
Okay, so... Okay.
Hello, what can I do for you?
We're just enjoying looking at your charming inn.
Oh. Okay, so...
Maybe back...
Oh, wait, what's here?
This is pretty funny. I mean, seems like a drastic move just because of some weird goings-on.
I don't know, Hawkins. It pays to consider every little thing. You never know where a clue may be hiding. I'm going to note this in my journal.
AP? Really? Anyway, so it looks like the postcard guy, that was the previous innkeeper, so he might know something, so I guess we should go to New York.
What a great view of Manhattan Island. The New York City skyline is just amazing.
Yeah,
Washington, D.C. may be the nation's capital city, but New York is the Big Apple.
I can't even know the AP.
What a great view! You can see the Statue of Liberty and most of New York City from here. These are some digs.
Well, I still can't believe you found this place, like finding a needle in a haystack, in the largest city in the United States.
But the largest city doesn't have that many haystacks. Sorry.
No, that's funny. That was funny. This is actually this apartment looks very nice. Like if you can get this kind of view.
That apartment, frankly, probably costs more than a lot of like full-sized mansions.
Yeah,
so
I'm thinking that.
The Statue of Liberty in New York Harbor was a gift from the people of France in 1884, a symbol of freedom all over the world.
Also, a giant screw you to Napoleon III.
Yeah.
No, that's not why the guy made it.
Oh,
He
yeah.
wanted to. Also, I'm trying to. This is one of those my favorite places because I'm just imagining this this nice house and then this.
If we're not
over
sure
New
what
York
to
Harbor.
do, we should
That's
check the
pretty
clues we
nice.
found so far,
That'd be
so we can figure
great
out where to
place to
look
live.
next.
You know.
Well, if you like living in New
A
York.
travel guide to places in the United States. Wonder why the Rocky Mountains are circled.
So what? It's just a magazine.
I know. Just a funny feeling, that's all. I think I'll make a note of it in my journal.
Alright.
Alrighty then.
Hello.
Excuse us, Agents Shadow Hawkins and Jules Argent from the Acme Detective Agency. We understand you recently moved here from Warwick.
That's right. It was a strange place. Weird things going on. I was glad to leave.
That's
The
not
present
British
innkeeper
accent.
thinks you
was-
may have taken a
you
poem
adapted
from
to
the
American
inn
accent
fireplace.
Really quick.
Would you be willing to let us have it?
Well, I am rather fond of poetry. That's why I took it, you know. Still, I'd let you have it for a trade. Don't you two travel a lot?
Oh yeah, we have a tendency to rack up the airline mileage.
Well, during your travels, have you by chance seen a figurine that matches this one? I'd trade you the matching figurine for the poem.
That doesn't seem like
Wait,
a good trade.
that figurine does look familiar. Gold-plated. I've definitely seen it somewhere. We'll come back with the matching one.
Yeah.
Wait, how did we know that there was? Did we miss something?
No,
Because
Italy.
No, I know that, but it said a poem. I didn't know there was. Did it
Maybe.
say in one of the clues?
No.
Maybe.
No, maybe.
Oh, hold on. Let me just go here real quick.
You know, I'd...
Alright.
All right, let's...
Hello, what can I do for you?
We're just enjoying looking at your charming inn.
Okay. Maybe not.
Hello, what can...
So.
Think
Lovely
that's fine.
picture, isn't it?
Nope.
Yeah, there was. Okay, is that? Did we miss something, or is that a plot hole? They
I don't
didn't.
know.
There was no mention of a poem beforehand.
No, maybe.
Or did he just assume
I guess
Hello?
it must have been an assumption.
yeah, or he was like, oh, you want the poem, right? Yeah. Well, let's just go with that. That's still weak though. That might have just been a small oversight, maybe on our part, honestly. Okay, so back to Italy.
Alright.
Hey, this is cool. It says here that hikers on the Matterhorn in the Alps sometimes find Roman coins and artifacts left by hikers way, way back.
There's a lot of history in these parts.
Well, here we are, back on the bridge in Florence.
I keep wondering about Carmen. Her plan must have something to do with that explorer and the legend of the great treasure.
And finding these stolen items could be the key to solving the mystery, right?
Alright. Okay, so first, let's get the missing one of these, because I think that was missing.
An English horse brass. Are you interested in it?
We'd like to purchase it, actually.
All
Very
right.
fancy for a
This is
street
part of
vendor.
what we need to help us solve the puzzle at the fireplace.
And now we need.
This one.
Yep.
Or I think.
How can I help you?
Okay, it doesn't let you.
Do you like that? It's rather rare. Only a few others like it in the world. And a solid gold.
So therefore, we'll give it to you
It's
for
the
free.
figurine the guy in New York wanted. We'll buy it. It's expensive, but I think I have just enough Italian lira.
Now we're really on the
Euro.
way to
Oh, right,
finding
this is
that
a Euro
Aztec
for-
calendar.
Yeah.
From the photo
Euro
the
was
chief
02,
downloaded,
right?
Yep.
I can tell
Wow.
it's a beautiful work of art, but I sure couldn't tell the date from it.
Actually, the Aztecs had two different calendars. One was a 260-day religious calendar used for deciding when to plant crops, go to war, and so forth. The other was a 365-day solar calendar.
Which one do you think about it? It's pretty impressive.
Yes. Alright, back to America.
Okay, here's a trivia question for you.
Oh, goody.
Trust me, this is interesting.
Okay, let me have it.
Why is New York called the Big Apple?
Because it's such a center for entertainment and culture.
Did you peek? Did you know that millions of people commute to New York City every day?
That's why
yeah,
it's
they
so
all-
hard to find a parking space.
Alright, let's go get the poem that apparently we should have known about.
We brought the figurine you wanted.
So you did. Thank you.
No, thank you.
And here's the poem.
Great. At least, I think so. What does all this mean?
Oh, okay.
So actually, wait, maybe it said in the newspaper article. Wait. Okay, well, I went back to Britain.
Well,
I wonder which autopilot system they've got on this rig.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Not sure, although it's probably turned off now. We're getting ready to land. Acme doesn't pay us to stand around. Let's find some clues.
Right.
So, what anything else we want to look at? Ooh, a telephone thing. Yeah, I'm not impressed with the background here. So, I want to read that newspaper first, and I can't apparently. Did we have it? I couldn't find it. Oh, maybe it was in the journal.
Maybe. No.
Huh. Yeah. So, what was the poem? Was the poem mentioned before the dude? All right, that's just
whatever.
weird.
I guess we were just supposed to find it and get influenced.
Right.
Informed of the poem afterwards.
Okay, so place the brasses side by side. The symbol on the shield will guide. Triangles, stars. Follow the lights to place each one. Okay, so that was red, green, blue, right?
Yeah, red.
So red triangle, green triangle, blue triangle, red star. Oh, green star.
Green star, blue star.
Yep. Oh. Interesting. Oh, snap.
And away goes the fireplace.
Check it out! So there is a secret passage. It's got to lead to that hidden room in the castle.
Not a clue.
Spooky or not, let's find out. Chief, Jules and Hawkins here. We found a secret passage from the inn. Keep monitoring us in case we run into trouble.
Good idea, Jules. Now be careful, both of you. Carmen Sandiego can't be very happy about you finding her stolen treasures. Keep an eye out for that Aztec calendar.
Wow.
That's fancy.
Look, we're in the castle dungeon. But it's
Carmen
deserted.
Sandiego has stolen have gotten
Looks
slightly
like our friend with the
less
signal
reasonable.
lamp must have gotten
Well,
away.
Slightly.
Well, there it is. The Aztec
Well, it's very
calendar.
realistic compared to what she
Unbelievably
normally
intricate,
Yeah,
isn't it?
fine.
Like the
Agents,
Nile River.
excellent work. This was a tough
How did
case,
you-
and the two of you broke
I
it
don't know.
together.
Chief, I'm absolutely certain now
still
that there's a
don't know.
link between the stolen items, an explorer, and a lost city. Carmen is after something much bigger than these items or their gems.
And, as I suspected all along, the wheel design appears on this item as well.
As you suspected? Oh, well, never mind. Yes, Chief, there's the wheel design and a possible gem missing from the center again.
You're doing a great job, agents. But we don't have Carmen Sandiego. And
I did have her, on the Great Wall. She was right there, almost in my hands.
Unfortunately, the key word here is almost. But never mind, Rookie. We got the formula, and we couldn't have cracked the case without it.
Sorry to interrupt, agents, but Carmen Sandiego's been sighted in Germany. She entered a site of historical importance, but managed to jam the gate behind her. Follow her and find another way in.
Again.
But did she steal anything? Jules here is banking on her taking another item, right?
Well, if my theory's correct, the image at the villa showed 7 items. We've only found 6.
And have you figured out why Carmen Sandiego is taking gems? This time she apparently stole an ancient Roman bust of Julius Caesar. Why that one statue, I don't know. But it's time to put your heads together and solve this case. Board the next plane and take the latest Acme equipment.
Equipment! Will do, Chief.
Julius Caesar,
Lights right
stolen item number 7. How does this tie in with Carmen's master plan?